Longest day so far in the rugby league year, an occasion which inspires fierce passions in the battle for the John Smith's Yorkshire Cup. And this year it should also be full of quality. Castleford are the current championship leaders. Leeds have an international star in almost every pair of boots. And if you needed extra spice, this man lived, breathed and dreamed Castleford for 20 years. Now he's the coach of Leeds.
I was there a long time, and we're looking to the future now, and I'm just hoping that our immediate future with Leeds is to win this Yorkshire Cup.
Well, his opposite number isn't quite so local. The unknown Darryl van der Veld came 11,000 miles to be Castleford's first Aussie coach, and he's doing very nicely, thank you.
We've got to go all the way now. We've got to make sure we go ahead and win the game. It comes to the stage where there's no tomorrows, this is it, you know, and the boys, we've had good preparation leading up to it, so I'm confident we'll go into the game very, very well prepared.
A week ago, against second-place Salford, Van der Veld's team ran in 6 tries. Bob Beardmore got this one to extend their championship lead to 2 points. While at Headingley, Gary Schofield was moving Leeds up to 4th place almost by himself. 4 times he sliced through the Wigan defence, a one-man demolition job. Well, down on the pitch, this fella might be handy for a demolition job. Another Castleford Aussie, Rambo Ron Gibbs. David Watkins.
Ron Gibbs. He's a ferocious tackler whose defensive qualities have given more steel to Castleford's defence. An intimidating opponent and a strong runner who shows a ruthless professionalism.
And a man who will be across the scrum from Gibbs later on, Lee Crooks, back from injury and raring to go.
Yes, Lee Crooks is a good ball handler whose skills can be used up front or in the second row. He's an inspirational leader as people play for him. He has a suspect temperament, especially in the big game, and today is the big game.
Let's look at the team news for today. Castleford keep Chris Chapman on the left wing, even though Shane Horrow has arrived from New Zealand. Gary Belcher is fullback. David Rookley joins Dean Sampson on the substitutes bench. For Leeds, Colin Maskill is fit again to replace young Richard Gunn at hooker. Lee Crooks takes Sam Bacco's place at prop. Bacco is sub with Paul Medley. And 2 internationals on the bench, you know, sums up the quality on offer here. We're all set. Time to join our match commentator, John Hell.
And Castleford it is who kick off with a roaring atmosphere here at Ellen Road. Only the 3rd time the Yorkshire final has been staged here, and one of those occasions was last year's replay. And Castleford have been here on all those 3 occasions, but it's Leeds in possession with Hugh Waddell. Well, referee Robin Whitfield, it's his 2nd Yorkshire Cup final. He was the official in 1981-2. when Castleford were again in the final against Bradford Northern, and they won that day, so they'll think it's a happy omen. Powell. David, the early moments of any final are always tension-packed.
Well, there's a marvellous atmosphere here. It's quite electric inside the stadium, and I can understand why it is such a big occasion. It'll be interesting to see how both sides settle down, but it's Leeds in the early stages with most of the ball.
And the first testing kick for the Australian fullback Gary Belcher, and it took a wicked bounce back, but he's okay. And Leeds stayed onside. Boothroyd. Just look at that, and that's indicative of the start that Leeds wanted. 3 men immediately were on Boothroyd there. And both these sides will be willing to throw that ball around. They're renowned for their positive attacking play. Kevin Ward. He looked to plunge through the middle. And it was an effective tackle from David Heron, supplemented by Lee Crooks. Belcher will kick. Straight to Spencer, who'd stayed a long way back. Well, they meant that one as well. And look at this, they're forcing him back. And that's the first sign of Rambo Gibbs. He's put his scrum cap on. And this is hot. They're both really fired up for this one. And there are 3 men in it every tackle.
Well, it means so much to both sides, winning to gain the supremacy in Yorkshire, and both sides are tackling like they've never tackled before.
The Lions kick will give Chris Chapman a first touch of the ball. Chapman fends off one, playing in his first major final. Chris Chapman, he was out the whole of last season after a dispute with the club, but has come back with a leading try scorer this time. Martin Kettridge, all down by the neck by Colin Maskell. And the first penalty of the game goes to Castleford for offside. And Kettridge will put that hefty right boot of his to the ball, punt it straight into the crowd. Good start for Kettridge. David Plange. Bobby Beardmore along the line. Oh, and an interception by Gary Schofield. Chapman's going across to try and nail him. Schofield's got 40, 50, 55, 60 yards, and Schofield is in for the first try. Oh, he does right to smile. It's his stock in trade, and Schofield has pinched the Leeds.
Well, Cass set up their attack, their first real attacking position. They're trying to move the ball about. And look at this pass here, but there he is, that man intercepts yet again. And he really sets off for the line, knowing that in the start, only 4 minutes of this game gone, and he's already broken the deadlock. We've seen tackling like we've never seen before, but when this man gets the ball, tries are the only thing that ever come.
The roars will tell you it's 6-0. Stevenson will be thrilled when he shows that delight.
Well, Cass set up their attack, their first real attacking position. They're trying to move the ball about. And look at this pass here, but there he is, that man intercepts yet again. And he really sets off for the line, knowing that in the start, only 4 minutes of this game gone, and he's already broken the deadlock. We've seen tackling like we've never seen before, but when this man gets the ball, tries are the only thing that ever come.
We're back live. Ettingshausen has just had a tilt and given the ball for Crooks. And now it's Castleford's turn to steal it. Well, this is extraordinary, and Boothroyd's going for the line. The supporter is outside, Tony Marchant. Hold back. It's explosive, is this, and all brought about by 2 interceptions. And Plange. It's going to be a penalty to Castleford. Although Plange got over the line, he'd already blown the whistle for an offside against Leeds. And Gary Schofield said something then to referee Whitfield. And Lee Crooks and Schofield are both being called by Robin Whitfield. And I do believe the yellow card is going to be shown. No, referee Whitfield thinks better of it. That's probably a sensible decision this early in the game.
Well, I think it was a sensible decision. The thing is that he'd obviously blown and obviously distracted some of the lead side, because Plange did go over for what looked a very good try. It wasn't to be, and here we are now back with a penalty, and Gary Schofield being rightly told off if he did make a remark to the referee.
Well, this is well within the capabilities of Martin Kettridge. And that's 2 points back. Well, Martin Kettridge holds the record in a Yorkshire Cup final. He scored 14 points in the game against Hull in '86. Here he is again. Roy Powell, and referee Whitfield is very sharp on this. In fact, it's the offside against Castleford. I got it wrong that time, and so it's the penalty for Leeds. And it'll be a kick at goal from David Stevenson. Well, this game promised points, and we're getting them very early on.
Well, it's a sensational start to any game. You see somebody running like Gary Schofield just did for that superb try, and then of course Kettridge. It was important to get points back on the board at 6-2. The crowd know what it's all about. The players certainly do. And the atmosphere here is absolutely electric, and I just hope Cass don't lose their poise, because they are a very efficient side this year.
He's a confident kicker, he relishes the job, and having already potted one, he'll fancy his chances of another. Stevenson sizes up the shot, and that's plumb through the middle, and David Stevenson has got his kicking boots on, and he's got a remarkable record. He's won Lancashire Cup winners' medals in the last 3 seasons for Wigan. Now here he is trying to add a Yorkshire Cup winners' medal with Leeds. There's always a bit of a roar goes up from the Leeds fans whenever Roy Powell has it, and he's got the ball away in the tackle. Not very far though. That's Mark Cowden, the New Zealand All Black, and what an occasion for him.
Well, he won't have sensed any atmosphere like this. They say it's tense before international rugby union matches, but today I think just about caps it all. There's so much patriotism here in Yorkshire for this game.
It was out for Castleford, and Gary Belcher didn't make much headway, but Kettridge might here. Can't get past Powell, who's doing his usual tackling stint. Boothroyd. Missed out England. Oh, and if that pass had been taken by Grant Anderson, there'd have been a chance. As it is, it's Carl Gibson who's trying to sprint away. Gets past 2 men as well. Lee Crooks, who had a thigh injury last week which kept him out of the televised game against Wigan, happy to be back in the action. Cliff Lyons now with the opportunity to kick, and kicks very well too. That's a difficult one, and Chapman's had to go a long way back. He's got Belcher supporting him, but Leeds were up so quickly, and the 3 men again to tackle Chapman straight away. And more good tackling as well from Brooke Cowden. Kevin Ward needs to have a barging run to just relieve the pressure. He's got Castleford towards the 25. Kettridge gets them almost over it. Belcher on the 5th tackle had to kick. Harry Spencer goes across, traps it soccer style. Leeds in their 21st Yorkshire final. That's a record. They also hold the record number of wins, 16, hoping to make it 17 and off to a good start. Chapman, he's got good pace and he's a spirited runner, Chapman. Well, that was thrilling. whistle's gone once more. Offside against Roy Powell. Well, Robin Whitfield, I know, doesn't like to let the game flow, but at the same time, he's very alert on the offsides this afternoon.
Yes, he was. I think he has to be as well, because both sides are so fired up. They want to win, obviously, and both sides are really playing well. It's interesting to see as well how good the tactical kicking is, because both sides are not putting their heads down and banging away. They're using the long kick ahead to get themselves out of danger.
Kevin Ward here is hoping he'd be up against Sam Backer, his old rival. He's got to wait for that moment. Backer's on the bench, but he's made one or two good telling runs to start with. John Joyner, first we've really seen of him. Lovely ball for Kevin Beardmore. He was skipping towards the Leeds line then. Pettridge, Bobby Beardmore, back inside is one Gibbs, and Gibbs 5 yards out. Now he'd enjoy a try in his Yorkshire final debut. Kevin Ward, and it takes a lot to knock him back. The ball gone loose, and there should be a try here for Castleford. Oh, if he'd have turned right, there had to be a score. Anderson went the wrong way that time. Bobby Beardmore puts in the kick to the corner. It's an awkward one, and hands on it all over the place, but there's no try. But tense moments if you're a Leeds fan.
Well, it is tense moments, but isn't it good to see the way John Joyner's playing? Only 2 or 3 times he distributed the ball there, both back on the inside, and caused the Leeds defence havoc.
And Waddell simply refuses to be put down. Brooks breaks through 2 tackles. Good ball as well for Maskell, who was there in support, and Leeds swinging the ball around now. Powell. There's a real sense of occasion here. The crowd are making it so as well. The players have responded. Spencer for Leeds. All back by Gibbs. Ashton takes it to Waddell on the left, and Waddell again, a wonderful pass really from that position. Cliff Lyons, I saw, was crawling for the ball there. Gary Schofield attempts a drop at goal, and a roar tells you that he's successful. Well, if he's not scoring tries, he's dropping goals.
Well, that's very good psychologically, because when you make as many passing movements as Leeds have just done and put the Cas defence under pressure, to drop a goal and come away with some reward is just worthwhile, and obviously that was because that was a successful one.
Castleford 2, Leeds 9. A rip-roaring start to the match. But don't be fooled by the scoreline, it's not one way by any means. Castleford have shown they've got the capability of scoring tries. Ettingshausen. Maskell ducking and weaving, got through one tackle, and his own feet let him down. Mark Brookhelder, number 12, actually scored 4 tries for the All Blacks in the World Cup. He'd love to come here today, but it's Castleford in possession with Gary Belcher. Keep England. The ball is lost by Pettridge in the tackle. Players do tend to make mistakes on big occasions like this, but it always makes for an exciting encounter. Cliff Lyons. This time Schofield finds no headroom. Ettingshausen's kick over the top, caught by Gibbs, who sets off and then gives it, and Joyner finds Beardmore. Beardmore to Marchant. Oh, this is enterprising from Castleford. This is what they call a classy Cass. And David Plange roaring into the tackle. There must be a try for Castleford on the left, surely. It's Boothroyd, is he there? Yes, he is. Castleford hit back. Giles Boothroyd, the scorer, in the corner. And David Plange really made that one possible after Gibbs had flung the ball out to him. There was good support from Marchant. But Boothroyd at the end of it all.
Well, Cass have used this ball well. They haven't lost any of their poise at all. And Plange really makes the half break. And quick passing of the ball and drawing to the man, which is very important. It's caught Ettingshausen out of position. And Boothroyd knows where he's going. What a try.
And what a moment for Giles Boothroyd as well, in only his second season with Castleford, only 19 years of age. And his 5th try he'll regard as his most important. He's hooked it, and has he hooked it round enough? No is the answer. So it stays 9-6. What a lively start.
Oh, this is absolutely marvellous rugby. This is rugby league at its best.
Ward breaks, and well, luck was on Leeds' side that time. Powell knocks him over. And again Waddell with that ability to get the ball away in the tackle. That's certainly the most impressive part of his game.
It is. He's a strong lad. He runs straight, he distributes well, and players know that he always offloads to them, so they back him up all the time.
And now it's Castleford who lose it. And here's Waddell again. He's 6 feet tall, over 15 stone. Heron, who's seen a few major finals in his time. David Heron won the Yorkshire Cup winners' medals in 1979 and 80. Now Powell, one of his younger compatriots. Ashton giving it for Crooks, and he was well spotted then by both Joyner and Anderson. So along the line, thought they were going to spin it out. Ashton gave it to Waddell. Takes the return pass, and Spencer. The ball's knocked on though. But both sides look capable of scoring tries every time they get near the opposition line.
Well, they do. There's a lot of inventiveness, and they're moving the ball both inside and outside, and people are backing up well as well and making it all for the excitement we've already had.
It's out for Castleford and Bobby Beardmore. Anderson then tried to weave inside Cliff Lyons and David Heron. Paid the penalty. Belcher, well played, and Boothroyd just couldn't hold the pass. Spencer to dive on it. Chapman did well to follow through on him. Now David Stevenson. They got away with it that time. You get the feeling that both sides are eager to put on a show here.
Well, I think it's important. It is a showpiece. It's the first big cup of the season, and both sides will want to have an early start to try and get all three.
Another teasing one for Chapman. Again, he fields it well. He was caught in all parts of the anatomy that time. Gibbs. Kevin Ward again was looking to get the ball away, as a result of which there was the knock-on, as Kevin Beardmore couldn't quite take from him. Well, that's the Castleford bench with Daryl van der Velde and Mick Morgan, who almost look like twins. Lyons, very astute, as he gave it to Spencer. Ettingshausen takes it on, but then threw it away when he might have been better advised to have clung on. And I think that Boothroyd has caught one in the face and is unable to play the ball for the moment. Now he can. He'll have treatment in a second. Gibbs again, his second run. He's obviously a marked man. Joyner just delayed the pass long enough and then gave it to Tony Marchant. Still going is Marchant, and still there. Well, he's a persistent fellow, is Marchant. So is Plange here. A real hero with the Castleford people since he joined them from Doncaster. Last tackle, and maybe Castle have a drop at goal. And maybe Anderson will try and go through himself. Good play from Anderson. Kevin Beardmore, if he'd have held on to that one, would have been a scorer, I think. Very inventive from Grant Anderson.
Absolutely marvellous stuff, this. I mean, they are moving the ball about on both sides of the field. Just look at the handling. A little kick through, which is inventive in itself. Catches the defence hopping. Picks it up as well. Passes inside, and only the volume of the tackle of bringing him down, lost the ball, and a lost chance for Castleford.
Such is the speed of this game that we're back in the thick of the action. It just never abates at all. Oh, Brooks is broken through, and he's got at least three men alongside him. One of them is Spencer, the second is Schofield, and they won't stop him. Schofield second. What an astonishing fellow. And we're running out of superlatives for the man.
Well, I mean, what can you say? I mean, you go from one end of the field to the other. You have Castle with all the inventiveness in the world, putting the ball inside, putting the little chip through, having the defence under pressure. Leeds break away with Lee Crooks, and this is good to see Crooks back at his best. He draws the man properly. Spencer comes into the line, and who's on the end of it yet again? Gary Schofield, and there's no catching him. What a marvellous try.
He's going to go down in Leeds folklore, is this fellow. He's got around 170 tries in the first-class game in 200 games, and that is phenomenal scoring by any standards. David Stevenson has enjoyed his kicking so far. 2 out of 2. Can he make it 3 out of 3? Not this time. And it's Castleford 6, Leeds 13. Terrific game. Gary Schofield, still only 23 years of age. You wonder, if he carries on at this rate, just how many tries he's going to pick up in his career. Whoa, that time went straight through the middle. Fortunately for Leeds, Ettingshausen was quick enough back to retrieve it. Now it's Castleford's turn to attack, and Pinley's back behind their own line. So there'll be a drop out under the post.
Yes, well, that was incredible. That was a silly thing to do, Ettingshausen. He should have straightened up. They shouldn't have thrown the ball flat across the line. That only put the defence under more pressure, a result of which they have to now drop out, and of course Cass is still in an attacking position.
Bobby Beardmore gives it to the faster, the stronger Plange. Kevin Ward. And the reverse ball is for Joyner. 8 or 10 yards out, but he's lost the ball. Well, that's deflating for Castleford after coming so close to lose the ball then. And there are 10 minutes of the half left, and what a half it's been. Here's Lee Crooks again, whose run really created that try for Schofield. And this is a ground, of course, of happy memories for Lee Crooks. He won a Cup Winners' Medal for Hull against Widnes here, and he kicked a last-minute penalty against New Zealand for Great Britain to earn a 6-all draw. So that's Lee Crooks, who's turning it on again for Leeds as plunges for Castleford now. Ran into his own man that time, Bob Beardmore. And the number 7 here, scorer of over 1,000 First Division points. Now Castleford could do with a few from him today. And it's flung out again to Plange, and he's got the pace, and he's got a man outside him, and it's John Joyner, of all people. How appropriate. Joyner in his 7th Yorkshire Cup final is in at the corner for a try. Well, this game goes from one end to the other, and it's ceaseless.
Ball coming out again, and Cass know they've got to score. Joyner again at the helm of everything, which he has been, but this Plange's dashing run, brushing aside defenders. And look, it just looks slightly forward to me, but nonetheless Joyner goes over, and the referee has given the try.
So Martin Kettridge, a very, very difficult kick this one. With 3 points the difference. It's boot to ball, and there are a few shouts going up behind the sticks, and no wonder. Up go the flags, up goes Castleford's tally. Finally we've got Castleford 12, Leeds 13.
Well, Darrell van der Velde, you must feel that really that was the kind of try that the advantage of possession you've had deserved.
Yeah, we really needed that try just before half-time. You know, we turned the ball over in the early tackles, unfortunately, but it's a good close game, and we're still well in this game. I think the second half we come out and control the football a lot better. We'll go on and win the game.
Well, they really do need to keep possession now in this situation. Coming towards half-time, it's critical that neither side makes any more mistakes. Just a point in it. And the whistle's gone again. Ray Ashton and Ron Gibbs there, just exchanging a few words. And Ron Gibbs said something out of turn as well, and the penalty has now been given to Leeds.
Well, that's surprising because the original penalty was, I've no doubt, Ashton did run straight into Gibbs. The referee awarded the penalty, a few words were said, and he's reversed the decision. And that would be a bit of discipline that no doubt the coach will have a few words to say about half-time.
Well, he looks crestfallen. Rambo Ronnie, as he's known in Australia. This is sure-footed Stevenson. Plenty of time. He's kicked some vital goals throughout his career for Salford, Wigan, Lancashire, Great Britain, and now Leeds. And another one now for Leeds would do nicely. And he's coped with that all right. 2 more points for David Stevenson, 2 more points for Leeds. And that makes it Castleford 12, Leeds 15. With just a minute to go, we were talking there about not making needless mistakes, and it's exactly what Castleford did.
Well, that was a bit of ill discipline, and that's something they haven't been guilty of for some time, and I'm sure there'll be a few harsh words spoken at half-time.
Ettingshausen. I thought Andrew Ettingshausen was more impressive last week when he switched to full-back in the second half. So have we seen all the points in this first half, all the fizzing action that there's been, or is there time for anything else? We shall see now as Lyons kicks. A long punt towards Belcher, and takes it calmly. And although Schofield got him, Chapman got the ball, and Schofield's in again at the tackling. The hooter sounds, and David Watkins, that must be one of the best 40 minutes of rugby league we've ever seen.
Well, it is really. Leeds have got the cushing at half-time, but both sides have given so much to this game. It's been absolutely marvellous. It's still only a toss of a coin between both sides. It's absolutely marvellous. We've seen excellent rugby, and everybody in this crowd will be well pleased with watching this game.
Yes, although one or two fans were showing their dissent towards the referee at that moment. I think the decision which allowed John Joyner to go in for the try incensed a few Leeds fans over there who thought it was a forward pass. But at half-time here at Ellen Road, as the teams take a breather, and well-deserved, Castleford, 2 tries from Giles Boothroyd and John Joyner, and 2 goals from Martin Kettridge, against Gary Schofield's 2 tries, David Stevenson's 3 goals and a drop goal from Schofield. It's Castleford 12, Leeds 15. Join us for the second half after the break. Welcome back to Ellen Road as Castleford take the field for the second half of this John Smith's Yorkshire Cup final against Leeds. Well, the main talking point in the crowd during the interval has been that second Castleford try, which really put them back in the game. Now, was there a forward pass involved here? We can have a look now. That's John Joyner making the break. Feeds the ball here to David Plange, the winger, who keeps his footing well, sets off inside. Now that's the pass that a lot of the crowd thought was forward. Joyner was allowed to stroll over for the try, and it was given. Well, I wonder what the Leeds coach, Malcolm Reilly, makes of it all with his team leading. We can join him on the touchline with Nick Powell.
Well, Malcolm, you may be in front, but for long periods you really outplayed, weren't you, to be honest?
Oh, I disagree with you, quite frankly. I think we've let them in for the tries they've got so far. And I think if you look on the video, you'll find that that try in the bottom corner was a forward pass anyway. There's 40 minutes to go. We've got to work hard for it, and that's what we intend to do.
Are you happy with the discipline?
Yes, so far. I think we're the better disciplined side.
Malcolm, thanks very much. John Helm.
Well, discipline absolutely vital in any final. And there have been no really nasty incidents to speak of as yet. Unlike last year's final, which got very hot. Spencer fielding the ball for Leeds with his feet, and he's caught by Tony Marchant. Well, in the first half, the scrums went Castleford's way, 3-1, and only 4 scrums throughout the entire half, none won against the head. And Castleford conceded 1 more penalty to Leeds, 5-4. And the errors in play, Castleford also made more than Leeds, just 2 more, 7-5. But the fact that there were so few scrums, David, really shows what a breathless game this is.
Well, it was breathless. It was up and down the field. There's some sensible kicking as well, because both sides didn't want to get pinned in their own 25 for long periods, just as we are seeing now. And that's good tactical appreciation, because as long as your defenders move up quickly, you can save yourself a lot of work.
Well, that comment coming from one of the great kickers in rugby league tells its own story. It is such a vital part of the game to kick well. Cliff Lyons has certainly kicked astutely on a number of occasions. Well, it's again this man who's tipping the scales at the moment, his 2 tries, the difference. Castleford's ball at the moment with Gary Belcher. Belcher here was substituted all 3 test matches for Australia this summer against Great Britain. That's the kick from Bob Beardmore, which gives Spencer a little bit of room to run this time. Straight away feeds Ettingshausen. Can he get round Chapman? Well, he's got good speed, Ettingshausen, but Chapman has as well, and he caught the Aussie. And the ball rolling straight into touch, and that's real anger with himself from Ettingshausen there. It's not one of his better days.
No, he isn't. He's done that a couple of times.
Castleford appearing in their 4th successive final. That equals the record set up by Huddersfield many years ago. Now Huddersfield would love to get back to those days. And yet Castleford never won the Yorkshire Cup until 1977 when John Joyner was in their side. So they're very much a modern team. Joyner, along the line is Belcher. Ooh, he almost made the half break and flings out a brilliant pass to Chris Chapman, and Chapman's almost there, all backed by Lyons when he'd only got 5 yards to go. But that shows Chapman's newfound self-belief this season. He's taken a knock, but they want him to play the ball before he gets the treatment. It's so unrelenting is this game, you can't afford to be injured, they won't let you be. Chapman is flat out now, over on the far side of the pitch, but the play goes on. Joyner for Ward, and Ward gives the ball for Kevin Beardmore, who took it well under pressure. It's under pressure, got 2 men hanging around him. That's some pressure, but it was the handover. But a word about Chris Chapman, he missed the whole of last season, but he's come back into the team, he's got a lot of self-confidence.
Yes, he's showing that confidence as well. He went round Ettenhausen, and one doesn't know how much Ettenhausen is worried about the few silly mistakes he's made, and it's got to display a little bit because he's skated round him then with consummate ease.
Lyons for Crooks. This is good, there are 2 men on the outside. Schofield feeds Ettingshausen now, and he'll want to make up for those mistakes. He's still going, they just got him by the ankle, and now he's in touch. And again he'll be disappointed, he had the chance.
Well, that's marvellous enterprise by Leeds. They won the ball from their own line then, moved it out to Ettenhausen, and he took the defence on, only to be caught by an ankle tap. That's good enterprise in rugby.
And it was Lee Crooks again who got there. Andrew Ettingshausen scored 17 tries for Leeds in his previous spell with the club a couple of years back. He's also been a try scorer for Australia. Not yet for Leeds this season. I think one of the interesting facets today, David, will be just when the coaches decide to make their substitutions.
Well, that's right. One is going to be made, but look at it now, only because of the injury to Chapman.
That's David Ruckley down there, but Malcolm Reilly in particular has deployed his substitutes very successfully this season. And let's not forget he's got slamming Sam Bacco on the bench. Along with Paul Medley, who scored 3 tries as a substitute in previous rounds. Penalty given to Castleford, to Leeds, and here comes David Ruckley. So Plange will go over to the left wing. And here they come, Waddell, first man up. Kevin Beardmore, who was brave enough to stand in his way. Now Brooke Cowden falls to the tackle. A joint one between Gibbs and Ward. So Leeds have it. Maskell, Ashton and now Crooks, and that's a sad sight. Chris Chapman, obviously with a bad injury there. I don't think we'll see him back in the fray. Heron, good ball as well for Lyons, and Schofield was there looking for the pass. Instead it's gone out to Ettingshausen. Well, we haven't as yet had the early score that we had in the first half. But Leeds are threatening now, with Powell coming onto Lyons' pass. The referee looking closely for the offside as Heron jinks back inside, gives it now. Oh, and Maskell juggled with it, eventually took the pass. And now on the last tackle, what will the Leeds tactics be? Another drop goal maybe from Schofield. No, he switches direction, flings out the ball. Brooke Cowden's here, and Brooke Cowden is pinned back 5 yards short. Castleford have the ball. But Schofield again showing his ingenuity close to the line.
Well, Leeds are really turning on the stuff. They're playing some really good football now. Their man is being backed up, and they are subjecting Castleford to a lot of pressure. It'll be interesting to see whether or not Cass can survive this pressure and what they can put together themselves.
Yes, they badly need somebody to do with Gary Schofield for them and to intercept the ball and go a long way with it. Ward. He's the man who can knock holes in any defence, and Bob Beardmore does well there. But Leeds seem really fired up for this one at the moment. Now the kick from Grant Anderson. So Leeds will have the ball back here with Spencer. And Anderson's followed up his own kick in sprightly fashion. Ashton ran into his own man, Heron, at one stage there. Even that didn't stop him. And now it's Ashton who's taken a knock. It's been unrelenting, and Lyons now kicks, and the play just hardly ever seems to stop. So Plans, who switched wings, makes a brave run through the middle. Still he's going, David Plans. What an exciting man this is. What a tremendous rugby league player David Plans has become. Oh, he's so exciting in that form, and he was unlucky not to go to Australia, but Castleford have come back, and Plans did exactly what I was talking about in making the sort of run which has given Castleford new heart, new lungs. And here's the impetus now with Bob Beardmore. Anderson back inside for Gibbs. They've got him all right, 3 of them. And it's the turn of the Leeds fans to look worried. The ball by Joyner there for Anderson. So, can Castleford get a try to take them back in front? Boothroyd. Hauled back, no more than 3 or 4 yards out. Desperate defending now by Leeds. Belcher kicked through, and Gibbs was going for it. And Spencer just got there ahead of him. But David Plans, what an exciting sight, he's in full flight.
Well, yes, he was disappointed not to go to Australia after representing Great Britain, but he is a good clubber. He runs with so much strength. He came right down the middle, and I did say, what can Cass do now? And they make him eat my words, because they put it all together, and they've now put Leeds under a lot of pressure.
Taken by Rookley, his first touch of the ball, the substitute. England. Now Kettridge skips through, and just so close to getting past the defender. It was Lee Crooks, Beardmore, and they're queuing up here, the Castleford players, and Kevin Ward, like an ox, wants to go all the way himself, even with 3 men holding on to him. And these are hard times for Leeds. Keith England can't quite get there. They must spin it right. Beardmore, Joyner, along the line, the interception is by Carl Gibson. He's got the whole field to go in. Tony Martin will chase him. He won't get to him though. And Carl Gibson sends the Leeds fans into ecstasy. He dives through the posts, signals the success, and Carl Gibson takes the glory from Gary Schofield for a change. It doesn't matter who gets the tries though, they'll say, and Gibson is thrilled to bits with that.
Well, they'd really put Leeds under all kinds of pressure. They'd moved the ball. Ward was pulled down just short. They moved it out for the first time. And Cass now desperate to get a score. We're trying to move the ball desperately. Gibson sneaks in, jumps in the air and races away for a try with the defence chasing him, but there's no catching Carl Gibson. He knows what to do. What a try, and right at the right time.
Well, there's too much of the game left to say that that's a clincher, but with a simple kick, it should be for Stevenson to come. Leeds are getting into a very good lead. 2 more points, 21 points to 12, and I'm sure that Malcolm Reilly down on the touchline is a happy man.
Well, Cass were looking for a score themselves when Gibson intercepts a long pass out and he races away for the line, and this psychologically could break any side. It's right at the right time. They've been subject to all that pressure. Gibson is now and he's gone away and scored a length of the field try, and really that couldn't have come at a better time for Leeds.
Well, Leeds have made a second substitution, and that Mark Brooke-Cowden has come off. Paul Medley is on. So Bacco's still sitting it out on the bench, but Malcolm Reilly must be the happier of the two coaches at this moment. But it really is ironic, in fact typical of the way Castleford play their football, that twice they've fallen foul of their own ability to throw the ball around with interception twice.
That's right, you know, they've been trying to score so desperately. They were throwing long balls and Gibson got that one, of course, and Gary Scoville in the first half snatched another one.
But it's certainly been a very attractive final. And there are 25 minutes left. Lions. Heron, Ettingshausen, I'm sure he'll want to get a try, Ettingshausen, today. Been 1 or 2 blocks on the old copybook for him, but Schofield going for the drop. This time it's charged down, and Castleford have the chance to move it. And if they can time this ball right for David Blanche, not many people stop him. Good ball inside, picked up by Boothroyd. They've kept it going well here. And this is typical of Castleford. They never know when they're beaten, and they do play some really attractive rugby league football.
Yes, they latch onto every opportunity. It's just unfortunate. Ill discipline has let them down a couple of times, but they've contributed so much to this game. And of course, it's far from over yet. It'll be interesting to see now whether or not the steel that they've acquired this season in defence and organisation will bring them back into the game.
Absolutely, you never count Castleford out. Still only 9 points between the teams. Here's Marchant again. This time the elusive runner. This is legs taken by Stevenson. Ketteridge ran straight into Roy Powell. Bob Beardmore will use the kick this time. And it's taken again by Stevenson. Well, we all talk about Gary Schofield, but David Stevenson does a very useful job for Leeds as well in the centre.
He does, he tackles well, he cleans up a lot of work as well. He might not be as fast as Gary by any stretch of imagination, but he does a lot of good things in the centre.
Again, Waddell still looking to get that ball out. Although there were 3 men around him, and that time when he did lose it, Castleford gained the possession they so desperately need. Bob Beardmore, Anderson now. Can't find a hole anywhere. Gibbs. Oh. Medley caught him all right. Oh, and Bob Beardmore also catches it from Medley. Joyner Well, that time, he didn't give the ball away, but I'm afraid Anderson did. And Lee Crooks, well, he takes some stopping as Lee Crooks when he sets off. And he's a real tearaway on those sort of occasions.
Well, he does, and he's playing now. That 9-point cushion makes all the difference. The side plays a little more confidence. You're prepared to have a go at the opposition a little more, and Leeds are playing now with a team full of confidence.
As Stevenson cuts a hole in the defence, and Carl Gibson goes down the touchline, and he's made it! And it's turning into Carl Gibson's match now. The high skip says it all. Try number 2 for Carl Gibson to go with the 2 for Gary Schofield. But all the joy is on the Leeds side. A man who cost £50,000 from Batley has got his 8th try of the season, and it's beginning to look as though he's clinching the Yorkshire Cup for them. 2 points from Stevenson to add to that Gibson try, and all of a sudden Leeds are stretching themselves into what looks like an unassailable lead. It's 27-12. And it also looks as though Castleford are heading for their first defeat of the season.
Well, Leeds playing with a lot more confidence. Castleford looking a little tight. They're missing tackles now as well. Gibson's put clear. He knows he's going to have another run at the line, and the full-back misses him. Gibson goes in for a try, and he's delighted. Leeds are delighted, and the crowd are delighted.
All except the Castleford fans. They've come here, of course, with high hopes after the start their team has made under Daniel van der Velde. But it's certainly not been their day as yet. And they've got the ball now with Ronnie Gibbs. And the penalty given against Maskill for holding Gibbs down in the tackle. And if Castleford were to get a try now and convert it, well, we'd be back on a rare old humdinger. Such is the game of rugby league, it can all change so quickly. And substitute forward Dean Sampson is here. Ketteridge. And Castleford still look capable of scoring tries, no doubt about that. And they might get one now. Beardmore for Belcher, and Gary Belcher, if he can get this ball away from David Plans, well, didn't quite work out. Just 1 or 2 looks of dejection on the Castleford side.
Yes, it is, because they played well. They've really been knocked out of their stride. 2 interception tries does knock the stuffing out of you, and they look like that at the moment. They're trying things now, but their heart doesn't seem in it as much as it was when they first started.
They need the ball. They've not got it this time. It's that man Gibson. He'll run for anything now. Heron's lost it. Must be a chance here for Castleford. Joyner back for Keith England. He's lost it as well. And that really sums up Castleford's afternoon.
Yes, they should have taken their time, and this is no doubt the frustration coming in now, because both sides know, Leeds at least know that they've got a cushion in front of them. Cass disappointed at dropping so many passes, making so many mistakes.
First sign of any ill feeling. There'll be words here for Paul Medley. Lee Crooks, the Leeds captain, is just listening to those words with wisdom from referee Whitfield, all of which result in a penalty for Castleford. They've got to run it. Beardmore to the other Beardmore, Bob. Now Sampson, who's a huge lad, the son of Dave Sampson, last year's coach, Golden Road. And another penalty for Castleford, and now Leeds are just beginning to give away a few silly penalties with 18 minutes left. Kevin Ward can't thread his way through. And Castleford have so far conceded 6 penalties to the 7 given away by Leeds. And it's Castleford roaring towards the Leeds line and losing the ball again. They really cannot afford to do that. So I would think that Coach Van der Velde will have a little bit to say to them about the number of passes they've given away. And Paul Medley there, I think that was recrimination for what happened a couple of minutes ago. They were all in on him.
I'm surprised, Bobby, they didn't take the kick at goal, because the kick at goal would have given them 2 points and they would have had a kick back out to them as well. Rather surprised.
Well, Kevin Ward's 16 stone went into that challenge on Hugh Waddell, who's had it all before. Powell didn't look as though he expected that pass. I don't think he thanked him for it either. Castleford have the ball. With Beardmore, and Bob Beardmore looking for his brother Kevin. Again it's knocked down. This time Castleford have it, and they've got 6 more tackles. Ketteridge, hauled back, and Leeds' defending close to the line has been excellent on most occasions. Castleford have certainly had their share of possession near the line, as they have now with Gibbs, and he loses it. It's no try, the ball was knocked forward. Anderson got across, but Gibbs undoubtedly knocked the ball forward. And Sam Bacco is coming on in place of Hugh Waddell. Here he is, slamming Sam. He just wants to say good afternoon to his old pal Kevin Ward on the pitch, no doubt, on the Castleford side. Great rivals during the Test series this summer. Well, the referee's having a really busy time sorting out that Leeds defence at the moment. 3 penalties conceded in as many minutes. Kevin Ward. Not this time. And they were out so quickly there. Particular David Heron was. And he's been left slightly stunned as Heron. Ketteridge, he's had 1 or 2 good runs, but there's no way through for him. 15 minutes to go. Kevin Beardmore to Bobby Beardmore, who attempts the kick. And surely that will be taken by Stevenson behind his own line. Tap on the 25. And yet another substitution. Mark Brookhouden is going to come back on now in place of the injured Heron. So here comes the All Black again. David Heron looking a little bit groggy, probably glad of a rest.
I would think so. It's such as been the pace of this game, up and down. Both sides will most certainly feel it tomorrow morning.
Here's slamming Sam. And guess who's with him? Kevin Ward there. They'll never be far apart now for the closing minutes of the game. Cliff Lyons makes a break. Did brilliantly, Lyons. Brookhouden for Powell, lovely passing, Schofield's herring away yet again, tries to give Gibson and get him in for his hat-trick, and there'll be 6 more tackles because the Castleford hand touched the ball. And Schofield there showed his unselfishness, he could have gone. Cliff Lyons pierces holes in the defence, and Paul Medley goes rampaging for the corner and makes it. So Paul Medley keeps up his remarkable scoring record in the Yorkshire Cup. It's the 4th try he's got in 5 games, having come on as substitute every time. Paul Medley milks the applause.
Well, Leeds have really had to go. They've thrown it the ball wide, and this is sensible play because he sees that the markers are near the man, and Medley takes it. And what a surprising turn of pace he has. He goes outside the whole of the defence and scores in the far corner.
Popular man with the Leeds fans, Paul Medley. There's been talk about him leaving the club. He had a disappointing tour in Australia, but he's hoping to add to those 4 Great Britain caps, and he's now got his 7th try of the season. Stevenson's kick. I don't think he's got the angle right this time, but at 31 points to 12 it's academic. There's the scoreline. And Malcolm Reilly, the Leeds coach, has yet again made very good tactical substitutions in this second half. It's happened all the way through the competition with Medley and with Bacco. But it's happened again here with Medley.
Yes, he has. When you can bring on two forwards like that, he knew the tackling was going to be hard in the second half. He knew what to expect, but Leeds have played well above themselves, or played as well as they hope they can play. They've moved the ball about, they've tackled exceptionally well, and that's made all the difference. It's been a first-class performance.
As a Castleford man, that's where he lives, but having given so much service to Cass, I'm sure he's still got feeling for the club, but he very much wanted to win for Leeds today in his first final as coach for the club. There's still 10 minutes to go, which seems unbelievable. We seem to have had so much action in this game. We seem to have had enough to fill 2 matches. Powell, and again he's found a man at his side, and this time that man is Ray Ashton. Plange will collar him because Plange has got terrific speed, but again the holes were punched in the middle of the Castleford defence. Now Cliff Lyons wants to get his name on the score sheet, didn't quite make it. It's nice to see Bob Beardmore still having a go, but he's having a bit of a go at his own team as well there. And now Kevin Ward. Oh, the pass is dropped. Well, you can tell just by the looks on the Castleford faces that it's not been their day.
No, they tried everything, they lost their poise, but to have 2 interception tries, the likes that we've seen scored this afternoon, makes life very difficult for you. They haven't been able to put it together. They've come up against the Leeds defence that have tackled exceptionally well, and their game as well has been all around their halfbacks, and of course that man Gary Schofield.
Now Lyons kicks to push Castleford even deeper into trouble. Inch to perfection that literally trickled in by the corner flag. Superb tactical kick from Cliff Lyons. There have been so many substitutes in this second half, it's hard to keep track of them all. But David Ruckley has just come back on for John Joyner. Castleford, thankfully from their point of view, win the scrum. Leeds win the ball, and there must be another chance here for a score. Powell takes 2 men with him, and out to his left there are 7 men all praying for the pass that could get them on the score sheet. Stevenson is taken out by Gibbs. Ashton brings Bacco into it. Well, Bacco has a habit of scoring in big matches. Crooks now. Oh, good ball, slipped as well to Brooke Cowden. Did well to take it too. And still they want to get another try. The touch judge is on, but we'll carry on watching the play because Powell has it here in a promising situation for Leeds. Gives it back to Stevenson. He's managed to find Cliff Lyons. And this time the interception is for Castleford. I think the touch judge is going to retire, is he? No, he's still coming on the opposite side of the field, trying to attract Robin Whitfield's attention. The referee doesn't seem to want to know for the moment, but now he does. There he is, the touch judge seemed absolutely determined to come on there to point something out to Robin Whitfield. And it looks as though it's going to be a Castleford offender. Indeed it is, Keith England. Just explaining what he did. And it's a penalty for Leeds. It's the last thing Castleford wanted with 6 minutes to go.
Yes, it was. It was the offence that took place first of all when Brooke Cowden got rid of the ball. He tried to lift his head up, and as a result of it, the linesman saw it and brought it to his attention.
Crooks. Goes there, 4 more tackles to come, and now the penalty is given to Castleford. And just because Slamming Sam said something, there's another penalty to Castleford. Five minutes of a pulsating Yorkshire Cup final to go. I think it's fair to say it's in the bag for Leeds now, David.
Yes, I think it is. They played well. They came out here with a purpose and a job to do, and they've done it exceptionally well. They put it all together. They're both their defence and their attack. And of course, you have so many match winners in both sides, but it's certainly the likes of Schofield today that has made the difference between the two sides.
The ball lost and retrieved for Castleford. So Mark Cowden here is going to get a winner's medal in his first final. Roy Powell has worked as tirelessly as ever. Clever little kick from Lyons, but it was equally well taken for Castleford. He's now lost it again, and Bacco has picked it up. Lee Crooks, a real lob pass for Carl Gibson. Some very tired fellas out there. No doubt they'll have enough energy to celebrate tonight, but it's been non-stop action from start to finish, and the penalty is given against Dean Sampson. So just 3 minutes to go to that final hooter. Leeds can start thinking about picking up the trophy for the first time in 8 years. Well, knowing the Leeds approach, I'm sure they'd love to round it off with a final flourish and another try. That'll be a scrum. Bacco loses the ball in the tackle before they play the ball. So march it for Castleford. Here's David Plange. He's really run very spiritedly throughout this afternoon, but to no avail. Bob Beardmore trying to scythe his way then between Medley and Pascal. Oh, and Boothroyd slipped and Schofield picked it up and then he slipped. So many a slip, twixt pass and pass.
And ladies and gentlemen, the official attendance this afternoon at the John Smith Yorkshire Cup final, 23,000 here at Ellendale this afternoon for the 1988 John Smith Yorkshire Cup final.
Just a minute to go then. And Castleford's kick is picked up by Andrew Ettingshausen And the crowd here have thoroughly enjoyed this one, over 23,000, and accepting the 1984 final between Hull and Huntington Rovers when they were 25, it's the best crowd at a Yorkshire Cup final since 1959. So that really does reflect the growing appetite the public has for rugby league. Lyons, who's had a fine game, again probing over on that far side. There's nobody outside him, so the ball has to come left. And now it's Ashton who kicks for that corner. Just in time. Fullback Belcher getting across. So Leeds really will think their decision to bring Malcolm Reilly to the club as coach has been vindicated with his first trophy win since his arrival at the start of the season. Spencer for Leeds, the young fullback. I just feel his move from Wakefield's been very worthwhile as well. Paul Medley, scorer of one of the Leeds tries. And the Leeds fans all now ready to celebrate as Crooks turns, twists, gives the ball away, and there are chances here for a late score. Stevenson tries to roar through the middle and was taken in a head tackle. I think the referee will use his discretion here and merely award the penalty. There's no need to send anybody off at this late stage of the game. Stevenson will feel it.
Well, Crooks is making inroads into the defence again. Cowden turns the ball inside. No doubt Stevenson called for the ball. And this is where the incident was. His head was nearly back in the stand. And the referee was quite right in bringing him over. And awarding Leeds a penalty.
And Stevenson's all right, and I think he wants to have a kick at goal to try and round it all off. So he wants to extract revenge on the person who threw the punch. So David Stevenson has the chance to round things off in style for Leeds here. We've had 2 minutes of injury time, and the penalty given for the foul on Stevenson himself has given him this chance. Stevenson puts boot to ball and it sails straight through the sticks, and he's had a great day, and he's now picked up a Yorkshire Cup winners medal to go with the 3 Lancashire winners medals he's had in his career. Leeds have won the Yorkshire Cup. 33 points to 12. It was comprehensive enough in the end, but for a long time Castleford gave as good as they were getting.
They did, they were a good side. They lost their poise to those 2 interception tries, but they did play well. They made it an exciting final, and no one can go away saying it wasn't an exciting final. Leeds played with professionalism, poise and magic in instances, and we saw that marvellous try of Schofield's and Gibson's try as well. And all in all, it's been a cup final to relish, and most certainly 23,000 people have done just that this afternoon.
Joyful scenes down on the pitch. Gary Schofield, 2 more tries, his first tries in a major final in 7 attempts. So a memorable day for him. And just to think, at this time last year he wasn't even playing the game, he was in dispute with Hull, he wasn't playing rugby league. How fortunes change. Well, Lee Crooks, who moved from Hull for a then world record fee to Leeds, is presented with the trophy by Mr. Martin Loads, the sales director of John Smith Brewery. And the Leeds fans acclaim their team. Worthy winners, no question about that on the day. Leeds actually came close to breaking the record for the number of points scored in a Yorkshire final. Carl Gibson there, another hero, 2 tries for him. Paul Medley, he got a try as well. The final score at the end of the day was a convincing one in Leeds' favour. They've won the Yorkshire Cup by 33 points to 12, 2 tries each for Gary Schofield and Carl Gibson, 1 for Paul Medley, 6 goals for David Stevenson, and that drop goal for Gary Schofield against the 2 first-half tries by Boothroyd and Joyner for Castleford, and 2 goals from Martin Ketteridge.
A magnificent final here today between Leeds and Castleford. A magnificent team performance as well by Leeds in winning the trophy. But the John Smith's Man of the Match Awards this afternoon goes to Cliff Lyons. Well, Cliff, you obviously enjoyed that electric atmosphere, a marvellous game enjoyed by many, many people, and you must have enjoyed it as well.
It was a great game. It wasn't one man of the match out there. There were 14, 15 of us out there that did it. Like, we knew at half-time we had a lot to do, and if we kept going after half-time, we knew we could win. Like we said, we just proved that we were a lot fitter than they are, and we come out winners.
Well, a marvellous win, and well done, Leeds. Well done.
Thanks a lot. Seems like everything I'm doing lately is turning to gold. Winning the Premiership in the league last year, winning the third 10, now the Yorkshire Cup this year so far.
Well, it could be the cup final as well this year then.
I hope so. Obviously, it's every player's dream to get to the Challenge Cup final, but there's the league and the John Player to get before we come that far, I think.
Obviously, at the beginning of the season, people have knocked us because we've spent a lot of money and we've took our time to get settled in. But we all always knew that we've got the talent in the side. We just needed a bit of confidence, and we've got a couple of wins under our belts. Today was a perfect setting to prove to the rest of the Rugby League that was a good side, and I think we did that.
Our weekly statistics reveal that Kevin Beardmore won twice as many scrums for Castleford as Colin Maskell did for Leeds, 8-4. But neither hooker was successful in trying to gain one against the head. There were times when both sides conceded penalties in rapid succession. In all, both gave away 9. But the most telling point of the analysis was the handling errors. 20 were attributed to Castleford, who must have been deflated by 2 interception tries. Leeds were less charitable, making just 11 mistakes.